Good evening, everyone. This is Coach Paulette, two-time award-winning author, literary strategist, and the founder of Storytellers Academy. I teach women how to change the narrative and turn those painful experiences into impactful transformational stories. I want to share tonight about procrastination. We're all guilty of it. I'm going to read from the Webster's Dictionary of what procrastination is. Webster defines it as the action of delaying or postponing. Hey, Sister Lisa, nice to see you this evening. Procrastination. The action of delaying or postponing something. It is putting off until tomorrow what should be done today. It is the force, listen to this, it is the force that prevents you from following through on what you set out to do. Procrastination. We are all guilty of procrastination. I can tell you this, that if you don't set a goal, set a deadline to the things that you are called to do, then time will just pass you by and you will just be sitting around watching everybody else move on with their purpose and their vision. And after a while, you'll start getting a little antagonistic toward the person or feeling some kind of way or bitter or angry, and you don't celebrate them. But that's because you're sitting around procrastinating and they're moving forward. So we procrastinate in a lot of areas with our business, in writing a book, in our service and ministry unto the Lord. When He's called us to do something, we procrastinate about that. Our purpose, getting a new job, being healthy. I mean, we would procrastinate about so many things. And I know that if I don't put a stop to procrastination in my own life, I'm not going to be fulfilled, and you're not going to be fulfilled. So let me tell you this. How many times, or let me ask you this, how many times have we missed out on doing something because we didn't act immediately and we regretted it later? I know that I'm guilty of that. I have either been waiting on someone else to make a decision, or I've just been so busy doing a lot of other things and I didn't have it on my calendar and I relied on my memory. And okay, so how many times have you done that? How many times have you said you were going to do something and hey, cousin Robert, how many times have you said you're going to do something but decided, or maybe you didn't decide, it just happened, and that you forgot all about it, and then the schedule came, or the deadline came, and then you missed out on it. You have to force yourself to do stuff. And you have to rely not just on your ability to not procrastinate, but you really have to rely on your will not to do it. Because let me tell you something. If you're waiting around for people to give you an answer, or to affirm you, or to validate you, then you know what? You might be waiting around for a long time. So let me tell you something. Procrastination is not a friend of anyone's. And so if you are just going to continue procrastinating about your purpose and your passion for living, and your business plans and your ministry and what God has called you to do, if you continue procrastinating, time is going to pass you by, and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to wonder why I didn't do what I was supposed to be doing. So it's a force, but yet the Bible tells me that greater is He that's in me than he that's in the world. It is about my will to move and my will to get from this procrastination state. So listen, procrastination comes when we allow things to take priority over our lives. Procrastination comes when we allow things to take priority over our lives. Now, those priorities can be priorities from other people. Those priorities can be our jobs. Those priorities can be our family, our children. It could be church, it could be anything that sets itself up in your life as a priority. How many times have you and I wanted to do something, and somebody else came along and said, oh, can you do this instead? So what you've done and what I have done, we have put aside what we wanted to do because we want what? To please that person and to help that person. But you realize that when we do that, and when we're constantly doing that, we are fulfilling somebody else's purpose and somebody else's job and somebody else's creativity, or whatever the case they may be asking you to do. We help them out, but our projects, our passions, our desires, our talents and our gifts and things that we want to do get pushed aside. And before you know it, we haven't done anything but what we have been called to do. So procrastination is not our friend. Listen, you are envisioning what you want your life to look like. However, in order for you to achieve these goals, you must take action now. Herein lies the problem. Taking action requires us to move things around in our lives. Listen, it requires us to move things around in our lives. Future plans require immediate actions in order to reach our goal. So, if we continue procrastinating, our future plans will be hindered. We will not reach our goal, and we're not going to be satisfied. We're not going to be purposely fulfilling the purpose in which we were here. We were created here on earth to fulfill not just God's purpose, but to fulfill our desires and our purpose in which He has birthed us, in which He has given us to fulfill. So procrastination is not a friend of ours. Procrastination comes against our purpose, our vision, our passions, our desires, our motivations, our inspirations. Procrastination comes and it will swallow up and choke your vision. It will come and choke your vision. Procrastination comes when your present moment now conflicts with your future plans. I think that's really good. Procrastination comes when your present moment now conflicts with your future plans. So think about this. What do you have on your plate? What things do you have to do tomorrow, next month, next year? And I want you to take inventory. When you start moving in your purpose, and when you start moving in your divine calling, and you start moving in what you want to do in life, when you say yes, think about this. When you say yes to what you want, you're going to have other people coming around trying to pull at you and try to get you off track, trying to disturb your yes, so that you then will take focus off of doing what you want to do and what you're called to do, to what they want to do. So we're all guilty of giving in. Hey, cousin Linda, we're all guilty of giving in to procrastination. Whether it is our weight. How many times have we said, you know what, I really need to lose weight, but we all have that but, or we want to travel, but I don't have money. Well, you know what? Save up some money. So there is always something that you are going to be facing that's going to pull at your time, pull at your purpose, pull at your creativity. It's going to be something always that family's going to pull at you. Children are going to pull at you. Because you know what? We live in a society that is all about us. It really is. It's all about us. And you, at times, have to learn how to say no. No to other people. No to family members. No to other responsibilities. No. Because you know what? No is powerful. Because if you don't incorporate no into your vocabulary, you'll never fulfill the purpose in which you have been created. Because you'll always be putting other people ahead of your purpose and other people ahead of what you want to do in life. So procrastination has to be something you identify, and it has to be something that you recognize when it comes to you, when it appears to you. I was coaching someone, and she told me that she had purpose to, write so many chapters. And so when I'm talking to her, I said, what happened? Because she didn't do it. She didn't do her assignment. And so I said, what happened? So she started to tell me that, people started calling her out of nowhere and, pulling at her and stuff. I said, when you start saying yes to yourself, other people gonna come and try to distract you from your yes, to get you off track and off your purpose. But you have to recognize when the distractions come, the obstacle comes, and the procrastinations come, especially when they are when it involves other people. Recognize it, and then you have to learn to say, you know what? I'm not giving into that. I'm going to say no to that. I can't do it today because I have something else that is pressing, something else that I need to do in my own life, in my own purpose, in my own vision. That, hey, Karen, something else. Hey, Sylvia, something else that I need to do in life. And whatever it is they are asking you to do, if it's not a part of your purpose and your plan and the plan for your own life, then you know something, it can wait. It really can wait. Because if you continue allowing everybody else to pull your time away from what you are called to do, you absolutely have no time for yourself. You know why? Because you're too exhausted. You're tired. You're weak and you're weary because now you've exhausted all your energy toward other people and not on your own purpose. Hey, Helen. Hey, Cousin Ronald. So I'm talking about procrastination, and it really is going to cause you, and it has to cause you to push past all those obstacles and all those barriers that try to stop you from fulfilling your purpose in life. So this week, I want you to be able to look at procrastination in the face and say, no, I'm not going to give in to you. I'm going to do what I purpose to do this week. And so if it's writing a book, if it's creating a course, if it's doing ministry, if it's counseling someone, whatever it can be, starting your business, losing weight, whatever it is you want to do in life, make sure that you kick procrastination right in the butt and that it does not have a purpose in your life, especially when you are called to do something for the Lord and called to do something for other people. So I hope that you have enjoyed this small teaching on procrastination, because you know what? As I mentioned earlier, we're all guilty of procrastinating and waiting and putting off things that we need to do today. And we'll put it off till next week, next month, next year. And before you know it, a year done gone by, 2 years done gone by, 5 years done gone by, and we're saying the same thing. I wish I would have did that. I wish I could have did that. I wish I would have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Let's not be the people who say, I wish I coulda, woulda. Let's do it. Do it. Don't get ready. Be ready. I've said something to you that just encouraged you tonight so that you know not to procrastinate.